Baby Better Week.
We continue our Baby Week. Yeah, the path to parenthood certainly is different for everyone.
That's the motto of Worldwide Surrogacy, an agency that helps people navigate through the world of gestational carriers.
So whether you're a couple struggling with infertility or a gay couple who wants to have a child, surrogacy might be an option for you.
Melissa Cole met up with a mom in Middletown who started her family in this unconventional way.
You want a sticker?
I want stickers!
Life is busy inside the Charles family's Middletown home.
This is Declan. And Declan, how old are you?
Happy birthday.
Declan's 4. That's right. Kenzie. This is Kensington. How old are you? You're 4 too? Grayson. You're my big boy. How old are you, Gray? 5.
And a little one?
And Miss Tegan is 5 months. Huh.
Mom Nicole, now 36, always wanted to have children, but how these 4 entered the world isn't exactly the way she imagined when she first started trying to have a baby.
I thought, being a healthy 27-year-old, that I was going to get pregnant very easily and very quickly. I had no reason to think otherwise. My mother got pregnant easily, so when I started trying and things were happening, I was a little bit confused, but sometimes it takes a few months, so I wasn't overly stressed initially, and then a year went by, and then things started to get stressful.
Nicole made an appointment at the Center for Advanced Reproductive Services.
I did IVF for a year, and again, I thought that in vitro was, oh yeah, first shot, I'll get pregnant, like I'm 27 years old, I'm young, the statistics, the odds are on my side.
She had what her doctor called unexplained infertility, so he suggested looking into a gestational carrier or surrogate.
Initially, I was upset because I, wasn't gonna get to have the pregnancy test in that moment where I get to show my husband like, oh, it's so exciting. So when he proposed it, I was happy but also very nervous because if that didn't work, then what?
Thankfully, it did work. Nicole found her surrogate through a friend who gave birth to twins. Sadly, one passed away 11 days later, but Grayson, now 5, is a happy, healthy kindergartner.
She ended up with a C-section, but I went to every single appointment. Fortunately, she lives close by, and I helped her on Saturday mornings at swim class with her children during the pregnancy. So
are you still in touch with her today?
Yes. Yep. We text.
Even though it was a friend of a friend doing this amazing gesture for Nicole, there were still lawyers involved for both parties.
Even if it's your best friend or your sister, legally, you still have to have an attorney representing each of you. You have to go to court and present documents to the court so that they can declare that the baby is in fact yours.
Victoria Ferrara, owner of Worldwide Surrogacy Specialists, is a lawyer who says having the right support for such a big life decision is necessary.
I own what you would call a surrogacy matching agency, and I'm a lawyer. I've been a lawyer for over 30 years. And the matching agency is a company where people come, intended parents who need to find a surrogate. And so the parents make their embryos using a reproductive clinic like the Center for Advanced Reproductive Services, and then they use us to find their surrogate and to help them coordinate and manage the surrogacy journey from the time they retain us through when they have their baby.
And the main question parents have about their gestational carrier?
Will she want to keep my baby? And the answer really is no. The surrogates have their own children, and if they want to have a baby, they can have their own baby. And as a matter of fact, the other side of the coin is that the surrogate wants to make sure that the parents are going to take the baby. They don't want the obligation for someone else's baby.
Nicole and her husband really wanted to expand their family.
So after we lost Preston, my other son, it wasn't that I wasn't fulfilled having just Grayson. I just wanted him to have a sibling. My husband is one of 4. I have a brother who I'm very close with, and so it just meant a lot to me to try and have Grayson have a sibling.
The couple found another surrogate, again through word of mouth, and 9 months later came these two, Kenzie and Declan.
So that was a little bit stressful because they were born very early. They were at 26 weeks.
Wow.
So that was a whole nother journey.
And then, a few years later, the surprise of her life.
We move, and I'm settled with the 3 kids, and my twins are now in preschool. Grayson is in kindergarten, and all of a sudden I realized that I haven't had a period in a while. And I took one pregnancy test, which I thought was crazy that I was even doing that, and I was pregnant.
And here she is.
Hey, hi.
And she's a good baby?
The best baby. She's such a good baby.
Hi.
I think this pregnancy made me realize that much more. Like, I was always grateful for what these women did for me and our family, but I didn't realize just how huge of a sacrifice it was until I was pregnant myself, running around with my kids, and it's tiring. And even though I had a great pregnancy, it was still really exhausting.
The women who become surrogates are really lovely, amazing, wonderful women. They are, of course, healthy. They have their own children, and they probably have some connection with infertility through people they know, friends or family, and because of knowing about it, they decide that they want to help. So they can make some extra money to help their family, they're compensated, but they also really want to help to bring a baby into the world and to help to form a family.
What do you have to say about these 2 women who brought lives into the world for you?
I think that it gave me a whole new perspective on what it means to be a woman and the significance of motherhood. But seeing other women that are mothers and the fact that they want to give the gift of motherhood to someone else because it's meant so much to them, and then watching them with their own kids, you just know in your heart that they're going to carry these babies like they're their own. And it was a huge gift that I think about every single day.
What a
Such a
remarkable
fascinating story. Absolutely. Melissa tells us Worldwide Surrogacy is always looking for women who are interested in becoming gestational carriers. What a gift they give.
All right. For more information on surrogacy, head to yukonfertility.com.
And if you would like to learn more about Nicole's story, she actually has a blog where she posts a lot of information about her journey. You'll find it at thegreenrobe.com.
All right. Looking for a